righty, good morning, and good morning again to you. 8 o'clock hour up and ready to roll, and we got Joe here.
Well, that doesn't sound very nice, Rick.
Well, no, I'm just saying that.
We got Joe here.
No, I introduced you first. Okay, you got first billing. But we've got a brand new sponsor.
Hit the fanfare, folks.
Yes, we got a brand new sponsor for 8 o'clock hour. Man, I can be more excited about this one. Paul Industries out there on the Loving Highway, just past Highsmith Automotive, or just before you get to Highsmith Automotive, depending on which way you're going. But Paul Industries on Loving Highway, they got a lot of cool stuff going on now. Check it out. You can go out to Paul Industries. They build hydraulic hoses and fittings of all sizes. They carry all kinds of truck parts and truck lights, which I'm glad they do this because the lights on my Jeep continuously I'm having problems with.
And lights are good. Lights are definitely a good thing. Paul Industries kind of ties into what we're talking today, but keep talking about them.
But we've got, they've also a steel dealership with, they've got repair techs to repair any problems with your trimmer, chainsaws, your cutoff saws, tillers, pole saws, all that. And they also are a grasshopper mower dealership, computer diagnostics to diagnose any problem on trucks or heavy machinery, oil changes for trucks and heavy equipment, Reed oil field tools. I mean, they got a lot of good stuff. And check it out also. They are a Napa Auto Care certified with certified mechanics that can repair trucks, trailers, heavy machines, skid steers, bobcats, graders, dozers. They can repair or rebuild any kind of hydraulic cylinders.
Napa know how.
So go check it out at Paul Industries. We're going to be talking more about them throughout the hour and for the next few weeks. So Paul Industries, and really appreciate the folks out there coming on board with us.
Boy, it's good you talked about chainsaw repair.
Because Wednesday we always talk to Joe, the Bryan Insurance guy.
Yep.
And chainsaws, you can go out there and get a chainsaw.
You know, we did last year. We not only we had a couple chainsaws laying around.
Yeah.
You know, and like always, they always seem, we got a lot of cedar out at our place, and we're constantly cutting cedar down and trimming and stuff like that. And those cedars will dull those blades. And what we decided to do was go out and get a carbide-tipped, is it a carbide-tipped blade?
It's those high-dollar diamond blades.
Yeah, it's the high-dollar blade that we put on the chainsaw, and it's great because
ones I can't afford, but you rich guys can.
Yeah, I think it was like $28, Rick, which I think is anyway. Well, that's a whole different matter.
That goes along with your swimming pools and your Cadillacs out there.
We don't have any Cadillacs, Rick, and we took down our swimming pool.
Oh, okay.
Trying to conserve water, Rick. Stage 4 and all.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, we went out there and we got a chainsaw blade, so now we don't have to worry about fighting dull blade and fighting, not being able to cut wood. It got so bad with our old chainsaw blade where
How bad was it?
It'd get like halfway through the wood and just kind of burn through it, and it wasn't cutting. So we went out there, had them put a new blade on it, but those guys will also work on repairing them as well. So we're getting close to cutting season, getting close to starting to kind of clear out some land.
Right.
Firewood season's kind of coming away a little bit, but some will argue that it's good to cut firewood now so that it can season for the upcoming winter this coming
and all your cookers
fall.
Out there.
Right, your cookers and all that too. So if you're in need of some chainsaw repair, if your chainsaw has kind of been sitting on the shelf like ours has, we've actually got two of them, kind of got a little guy to kind of get in there close. And then from time to time, when you got a big, big stump or big limb, you kind of got to bring out the big boy. Take them by, get them a once-over, get them a look at. Chainsaws are pretty bad news when they go wrong. I'm always fearful, a little gun-shy when I'm operating one of them, thinking one of those blades is going to come off or, if it's a little loose, it's going to get stuck somewhere. A lot of accidents every year happen with chainsaws, so it's probably not a bad idea to go get it. It's like a car.
Right.
Go get it tuned up a little bit. Go get it looked at. Probably not a bad idea to kind of get everything filtered out, get all your filters, your nuts and bolts, get everything screwed down properly so it's ready to operate.
And get it done at Paul Industries.
Yeah, get it done at Paul. I've been talking to my father-in-law for the past month and a half, saying I got to take it down there. I got a steel trimmer that I need to take down there as well. Just some general maintenance stuff. It's always a good idea if you're using tools around the house. We've got lawnmower season season's coming up as well. You know, a lot of lawnmowers been sitting in the shop, hadn't really been doing much the past couple of months. It's a good idea before you start kind of getting those out and just throw them on the lawn and start cutting. Make sure they're repaired right. Make sure they're good to go because, again, a lot of accidents happen around the home when weather starts getting a little bit warmer. You start doing a little trimming and all that. Next thing you know, your tools aren't working properly, and they can really cause some damage to you and maybe your house and things like that.
I've often heard that most accidents happen within 10 miles of the home.
Wow. Boy, Rick is on fire this morning,
I'm
folks.
just saying.
Must be something in that coffee this morning.
No, it's all this medicine I'm taking.
Medicine, huh?
Yes, I'm very alert today.
Boy, speaking of medicine, boy, Rick is the master of segues today because the other thing we're going to bring up as well is health insurance, which open enrollment is coming close to an end, February 15th, so right after Valentine's Day. February 15th, which is always oddly on a Sunday this year. It's an odd way to go. Open enrollment started on a Saturday, and it's going to end on a Sunday. But anyway, open enrollment for health care is coming up on the 15th. And so if you don't have a health plan, as you're doing your taxes this year, you will find out whether through a CPA or TurboTax or something like that, they're going to ask you, did you have a health plan this year? Mm-hmm. And if you didn't, you will be penalized for that. So to avoid that penalty next year, open enrollment ends the 15th. It's maybe not a bad idea to get a quote. Folks, getting a quote is rather simple. Basically, if you live in Young County, we're just going to need your date of birth, and are you a smoker or a non-smoker? And that's pretty much it. No longer is there pre-existing conditions or, hey, I've had this issue, I've had that issue, I take all this meds. Doesn't matter. All we need is your date of birth, your zip code of where you live, and then are you a smoker or a non-smoker? And that's it. We can run some quotes for you from anywhere from a really high deductible that doesn't have an office visit copay where you basically pay cash to go to the doctor. We kind of call those the plan of last resort so that, gosh forbid, you have a big emergency like heart attack, broken arm, broken leg. You're still going to have some coverage to kind of stop you, stopgap. You maybe have a $6,000 deductible. That's the most you're going to pay. So we've got those all the way down to the traditional, hey, we go see the doctor, unfortunately, a lot. My kiddos and I were always seeming to get allergies and sinus infections and ear infections and stuff like that. So you want something that's got an office visit copay of either $10, $30, something like that. Has a prescription copay. Maybe you've got some. This is the other thing that I always tell folks: if you've got some health issues that you're going to have to face this year, whether it be a knee replacement, hip replacement, something like that. Again, no pre-existing conditions. So if you know you're going to have that coming up in 4 or 5 months, good idea to go ahead and get some health insurance now, have health insurance kind of eat some of the cost of that, put you on a low deductible plan, and then next year we can look at moving it around. So open enrollment ends the 15th, which we're coming up on. Good idea to give us a call, 549-2525. You can come up to the second floor of the Sierra Bank building and ask about health insurance, auto, home, all that good stuff. I was running some quotes for a gentleman the other day. He said, hey, I just want to kind of double check. Got my renewal in the mail from another company. Just want to check, see how things are going with rates and so forth like that. So we ran him a few quotes and worked out well for him. So whether it's repairing your chainsaw and your trimmers at Paw, or getting your health insurance. It's just a good idea to kind of take stock of things and make sure that you're covered the way you need to be.
Well, it seems to me, and I'm not, like I say, expert on anything, but...
Boy, that's the truth.
Yeah, very true. But the health insurance situation seems kind of foggy, a little confusing.
Right.
When people are not in the industry.
Right.
We have to have somebody we can call.
Exactly. Yeah, you need somebody that, folks, I've been doing this for a while now. It was changing quite a bit there once last year, especially as things are starting to roll out. Do I need it? Do I not need it? Do I have to have it? Hey, I've got a plan, but my plan's not going away. Oh, but my plan's getting canceled. It's kind of leveled out a little bit. And yeah, if you have questions on what's this coverage, what does that mean, you probably need to talk to somebody face to face. You can always call, call or go online, but you're going online these days. Oh my gosh. You can get so much information and you don't know what's right, what's wrong. And been doing this a while now, so if you have questions, give me a call. Be more than happy to sit down with you, go through it, give you some numbers, so at least you kind of know what you're dealing with. before you make that decision, you don't kind of get that sticker shock.
Yeah, that's the thing is that once you with health insurance, I guess with any kind of insurance, the same thing as if you don't know what you're doing, you get into something, you don't understand it, you walk out and you're going, what did I just do?
What in the world? I have that. Yeah, exactly. You kind of get that buyer's remorse because you're not really sure what you did. You put some money there, but you're not really sure what it's covering. It's always a good idea to know what you buy, whether you're buying a chainsaw at Paul, or you're buying some accessories or something, or health insurance or auto or home. It's always a good idea to know what you're getting, and that's where talking to somebody and having them explain it to you, explain the details to you of like auto coverages and home coverages and health insurance and stuff like that. That's why it's a good idea to have somebody explain it to you so you kind of know what the heck you're getting.
Give them a call today at 549-2525. Or look them up on that newfangled web. They've got
that whole web thing, huh?
That whole web thing was that passing fancy, I know, but we still have it.
As they said on the Super Bowl commercial, what is internet?
Yeah, what is the internet?
What is internet? Yeah, Brian, INS,
yeah.
Brian with a Y, BRYAN, INS.com.
Do we send it like mail? I mean, what do we do?
Funny.
Go check it out at brianins.com. And you'll be glad you did. And Joe will be more than happy to help you out. Appreciate it, my friend.
Hey, thank you, Rick.
Have a great day. 8 o'clock hour brought to you by Paul Industry. Keeps on rolling. Sports coming up in a bit. So stay tuned.